Guys, it's me, Arthur, and you're watching How to Draw Creepy Creatures. Now, I just want to start out and say that uh, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded anything in a while. It's just that I had like a perfect storm of things going wrong. My phone crashed. The internet in my house went completely off the rails. It's like everything that could go wrong went wrong, and so I couldn't upload for a really long time. So I finally got everything sorted out and it's fixed, and I'm really excited to be back with you. So I'm going to show you how to paint this. I'm really sorry that the subscriber of mine who requested this golden leprechaun, I'm so sorry to keep you waiting for the conclusion to this episode, but I got it here for you now, so here you go. I showed you how to draw a skull crawler. Well, this is going to be a follow-up episode where we paint it. Now, this month I was going to do all African creatures, but every once in a while I'm breaking it up to do a request like this. This is a request from one of my subscribers, Golden Leprechaun. Check out his channel. And I'm going to show you how to paint this guy. He's one of the monsters from the King Kong movies. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, anyway, there are a number of different colors that we're going to use in this. Obviously, we got some reddish tones that we're going to use for the mouth, and maybe some like kind of greenish, purplish, brown, dark color that we're going to use for the flesh. However, the skull crawler is unique because since it has these plate-like structures coming out, kind of like resembling a skeleton, hence the name, those are going to be a lighter shade so that they're more distinguishable. Okay, so let's see. Alright, I have a little dried paint left over from a previous project. I think I'm going to use that as the base color for the flesh. I'm going to use this yellowish color over here. I'm going to dilute it a little bit, kind of make it a little bit lighter. Alright. Now, usually in watercolor, you don't really need white paint and you don't really need black paint because white can just be achieved by diluting colors, and black can be made just by mixing the primary colors together until you get the desired lightness or darkness. However, sometimes these are useful, just the white and black paints that you can buy from the store. Sometimes these are useful because you can mix them with your other paints, and if you want something that's maybe light colored but you need it a little bit thicker, you don't want to add so much water, then that's useful. And also adding this to your solution will kind of make it go darker quicker. So let's work on this a little bit. Alright, see here, I got that brown and there's some bluish tones in it. That's a good base coat for the gray that we're going to make. However, I'm going to add a little bit of black, just a tiny bit. The black color is very potent in watercolor, so you don't want to add too much of it, otherwise it will get so dark that you won't have a lot of control. Okay, now I'm going to add a tiny bit more blue. Now we want this to have kind of a greenish, grayish, brown tone, so we're going to add a little bit of yellow to this mix now. Right, can you see that? Well, you can't answer me, but I'm asking rhetorically. Okay. Okay, now we're going to take a clean brush. This flat brush will work quite nicely. We're going to mix these together. In fact, I think it could use just a tiny bit more yellow to bring out those green and brown tones. bit more yellow. Right, now, okay, oh, now we're going to add a few drops of clean water to the solution that we just made. Yeah, when I say drops, I really mean more like a teaspoon. Alright. Mix it up until any hard lumps or chunks are completely gone. You want it smooth. Alright, now that is the color that we're going to use for the flesh. Now for those bony protrusions on the back, we're going to take this kind of murky tan yellow. I'm going to add a few drops of white. Now it's kind of like this mustard color, or yeah, kind of like that. Alright, we got our two paints that we're going to use. We'll probably have to mix some more paint depending on if we want to add some more details, but this is a good start, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, we're going to start with the lighter color first for the bony protrusions on the back. Remember, because we added a lot more paint to this solution and less water, it's going to be very potent, so use it sparingly. Alright, now that that's done, like the skeletal anatomy, let's use this black-brown solution for the flesh. Now just, I hate to warn you guys about this again, it's just that black is a very potent color, like red, and so if you're not careful with it, it could ruin the whole picture, so just do it very carefully. along, I'm going to take this red watercolor pen with the fine tip, and I'm going to really carefully do the inside mouth. Just a little bit of yellow for the eye. Now we're going to touch up some of the areas with this light colored solution. Kind of make some darker areas for the shading. Alright, let's work on shading the flesh now. Okay, see here how the shadows are a little bit sharp in some areas? They don't flow naturally. There's a way to correct that. Alright, just dip your brush in some clean water. And you very carefully go over them. Okay, now you see how there's some folds in the skin that are very fine? We're going to take an ultra fine tip brush and very carefully go over those. Just be careful not to get your hand in the wet paint, otherwise it could be problematic. Alright, let's lighten those up a little bit with some clean water. Alright, now with just a normal pencil, let's sharpen some of the details that might have gotten lost in the shape. Oh, during the paint, you know. Okay. And you have just painted the skull crawler. Alright, like, share, and subscribe, you guys. And this month of February, I'm going to be doing African creatures. However, if you have any suggestions for creatures that aren't necessarily related to the theme like this, please feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Also, I left my email address and my Patreon link to my Patreon account in the description. I would really appreciate it if you guys went over there. That'd be great. And anybody who finished the lesson on the show and like to show off your artwork, you can just send it to me. And as long as you give me your permission in an email, I will show it off on the show with your name so that everybody knows that you did it. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and goodbye.